Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blackshirt Breakdown. My name is Steve Marik. I'm a staff writer at Inside Nebraska, and that is Jay Foreman, our NFL veteran and former Nebraska Blackshirt. Jay, we are back. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. It seems like we just had one, but it seems
Yeah.
like we're just getting back started. So it's kind of a way of life now with recruiting, being year round, and obviously after spring ball, we're about to pick up pretty heavy again. And obviously, big quarterback commit is a lot to talk about, and I'm pretty excited.
It is a big quarterback commit. So Nebraska has their 2025 quarterback for the class, TJ Lateef, out of Orange Lutheran High School out in Orange, California. He is a
Right.
four-star prospect out there. And what I find interesting about TJ Lateef, Jay, is this seems like new quarterbacks coach Glenn Thomas's guy. He is the guy
Right.
that came in, he got the job, and it seems like TJ Lateef is really the one that Glenn kind of identified and maybe handpicked to be his
Yeah.
guy at Nebraska for his tenure here to kick off his tenure. So he'll be coming. And it's exciting because it's a four-star quarterback. He's got some really great tape to break down, and we'll be break down six throws of his today for this Blackshirt breakdown. But Jay, you watched his highlights, you read up on TJ Lateef. What do you think about the young man?
Yeah, I just think it's the first quarterback, Coach Thomas got to recruit. I think whoever's playing good is going to be his guy. But I think as far as Lateef, I think he's too good of a prospect to not recruit. Always need quarterbacks. They're kind of like left tackles and stuff like that in the NFL. So I think he's good. I think he's about 6'2". He plays big though.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. I like the way he plays. Very smooth. Keeps his eyes up and downfield. And I think the thing that jumps off, for me, and I always look at it from a defensive perspective,
Mm-hmm.
is his accuracy. And it's just like a great point guard. Low assist, high assist to turnover ratio, and with him, he places it on time and on target, and that's a quality that I think sometimes look at high school prospects is overlooked way too much. I think Coach Thomas coming from the NFL, it's at a premium. I think his arm strength is going to get better, but I like his build. I like the way he plays, and I think he'll fit in at Nebraska very well.
So Jay, before we get into the throws, when TJ committed, everybody was kind of wondering, even before he committed, when Nebraska was recruiting him hard, a lot of programs across the country were recruiting this kid. Everybody was kind of wondering, how's this going to work? Dylan Raiola, everybody's expecting him to be a starter this upcoming season, the 2024 season. Latif's going to come in for the 2025 season. You have Daniel Kalen in there, Heinrich Harburg in the quarterback room as well. What did you think when you kind of heard the Dylan Raiola, like it's going to be really hard to recruit young quarterbacks, and if they're going to have to sit behind a
Yeah,
five-star frenzy, like everybody's going
yeah.
crazy over Dylan Raiola. What did you think of that whole narrative?
I just think people had a lot to talk about, man, and don't understand the way it goes. First of all, nothing set in stone who's going to start, but let's just say Dylan starts,
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel Kalen plays, or he plays four, and he redshirts. Now you're set up, and then look, I mean, everybody just the funny thing about some people, as fast as we ushered in these two great quarterbacks that we got, Dylan
Mm-hmm.
Raiola, and Daniel Kalen, right? Daniel Kalen, excuse me. And let's just say Heinrich Harburg as well, because he's going to be a new version because he actually has a quarterback coach, right? Along
Mm-hmm.
with Marcus Satterfield kind of assisting and being the offensive coordinator. So you're getting a better version of him. So you got three new quarterbacks. They're quickly turning the page and thinking about the next quarterback, like everybody's just going to come in and plug in, plug and play. So, I think you recruit a quarterback every year, and the best guy's going to play, and the competition is competition. I don't envision anybody backing down. I don't think Daniel Kalen is going to pack his stuff up because they're bringing a guy in that hadn't even got on campus yet. And so, everybody needs to worry about what they can control, and if they control what they can control, then it's all going to work itself out. And so I think it's business as usual for me.
All right, let's get into these throws. Like I said, we have six of them here. Jay, I think if I'm not mistaken, this is four verts concept right here.
Yeah,
And the number two receiver to the field side, the ball placement. I mean,
yeah.
we were talking about this off camera before we started. The ball placement that TJ Lateef has shown on his highlights, and of course, their highlights are all going to be positive plays, are all going to be catches. and
Sure.
everything. But where he puts these balls is really, really impressive.
Well, it's pre-snap read, right? You know, look, everybody else is close in proximity, and they're kind of covered up, and you got the number 3 receiver, you know, covered from depth, right? But with a
Mhm.
little bit of a blitz coming from the outside linebacker position. But you see the number 2 receiver ate up the cushion right here, or you know, he eats up the cushion right here. Let me use my great grammar here. He eats up the cushion right here, and then look where he places the ball, where the offensive player can make a reception of. Now, you'd like the outside receiver with a little bit more of an outside release so
Yeah.
the number 0 cornerback can't come off and make a play. But the ball placement is in such a good position that even if number 0 was able to do it, come off of number 1, it'd be hard for him to make a play. And so, look, it's a great read, great, and I like the aggressive throw, right? And
Mhm.
you can be aggressive, and we've seen this from Dylan Raiola and Daniel Kalen, obviously in spring ball, and obviously Heinrich Harburg as well. You can be aggressive when you place the ball in the right spots, because either the receiver is going to make the play or nobody's going to make the play. So you can be aggressive, right? I like it. He's big and strong in the pocket. I like
Mhm.
the follow through and all that stuff. And I'm not a quarterback coach by any means, but I like it. No wasted steps. 1, 2, 3, bang. And he's already into his read, and he already so I like that from a prospect standpoint, right? No wasted step, not lazy, right? 5-step drop, bam, and look at the trajectory, look at the velocity, and obviously the
Mhm.
ball placement. And that all goes into my evaluation of a, high school prospect. And I think this is a great throw right here. It's all set up by his footwork. 1, 2, 3, bam, right there, right? One pat and go. And that's what you want. So he's, obviously been coached very well, and he's executed really well, considering this play.
And like you said, the pre-snap recognition, I think he probably knew where he was going with this ball before the snap. But again, that's film work. That's just knowing your personnel and knowing what the defense is giving you. So a really nice job all around. And like we said off camera too, he was throwing to some studs. I think too. He has some really talented receivers to work with over there at Lawrence Lutheran, I believe. So with that was the first one, and this is I wanted to add this one because again the ball placement here, he'll be throwing to the receiver on the outside to the field here. It's a little double move that starts out as a slant and then kind of breaks it off and turns into like a slot fade almost. Again, it's a middle field closed right now with that high safety, and the receiver beats his corner who bites on that slant and takes off downfield, and he fits that pass right in there. He beats the safety coming over. I just love this throw so much. I really wanted to show it to you and chat about it.
Yeah, he also was reading the inside linebackers drop right there, and where he knew that would eat up 2 defenders there, and it's a pretty good
Yeah.
route there, right there by the outside receiver. A little bit of a they call it sluggo, right? Slant and go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we used to call it way back in the archaic ages, right? You're selling it, really good job right there, and good job by the quarterback with his eyes. And then look where he's throwing. Look when he throws it. This is if you go back, Steve, right here.
Yeah.
Watch this right here. Watch when he comes out of the break. Right, he's reading the safety and he's reading out of his peripheral the corner. Watch this right here. Watch when the receiver is on his slant right here. Watch the ball is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now, like I said before, he's throwing it in places.
Right
He's
there.
aggressive, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
aggressive. You can't really, because where he might have really wanted to go is up top right here, right? Up top right here, right in that, I call it area route right here, right over top right there. That might be the normal throw for the normal recruit. Right, watch this right here. He reads the corner, bad footwork, ball's already gone.
Yeah.
Ball's already in the air, right? So now you're eliminating the safety being able to make a play on the ball unless he gets a really good break on a double move. Watch it. He reads the corner.
He's cocking
Ball.
back right now, and that corner
Watch
is
this, right?
flat-footed going towards the
Exactly.
line of scrimmage.
Right? He's reading the corner. Bam. It's out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is practice, preparation, execution. And again, the trajectory, the velocity, and the ball placement right there. Right? Great. It's actually a really good break by that middle field safety right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not bad cornerback play by that corner, just one little misstep. And that's where you separate the, I guess, good quarterbacks, or the potentially the good quarterbacks, or the good and the great. And I'm not calling them great by any means. What I'm saying is the guys that are able to anticipate and place the ball and make aggressive throws like this, and they're calculated, you know, I wouldn't say even guesses. This is a good throw, and
Mhm.
you wouldn't be graded with this throw. Watch the timing of this. Throw your guy open. That's what you
Mhm.
want, right? I know I'm getting
Exactly.
excited, right? I shouldn't be this excited about an offensive player, but I am. But I mean, when you think about this, Steve, watch this right here. They always talk good quarterbacks throw you open right there. Boom. Good route. I'm open. Give me the
Yep.
ball. Every receiver says he's open. Half a step, right? If we're even, we're leaving. Watch this, right? Watch when he comes out of the break. Right there, we're even. I need the ball. I need that, right?
Mhm.
And so I like it. I like the execution. Look at that trajectory, though, right? And it's not a floater. It's not some flimsy ball, right? Well, look at
Mhm.
that thing. He's dropping that thing in the bucket.
Oh yeah.
And so that's what you want right there from your quarterback, and that's where the potential comes from. But this is what, from a defensive standpoint, this is hard to defend. Good break right here. Good center field break out of the safety, right? Fits it in there between two defenders. Hey, listen, it's like Randy Johnson in the playoffs. Sometimes you just hey, you got a better pitcher than you do hitter, and that's what he's a better quarterback right now than the defenders.
Before we were wondering about the arm strength. So I wanted to add this one. I think this is a play
Sure.
if we yeah, this is the deep out. This is that
Oh
flood
yeah, I
concept where
like
he
this
had
right here. I
yeah, for
like
sure.
this right
That
here.
opposite hash to the
Oh no,
sideline.
but I like that. But you're talking about the pass route. Watch the body movement, right? This is being aware. See there, that's different. See that? Watch how he gets. Watch the base.
Yeah.
Oof,
It stays
right?
strong.
Yeah, strong right there. See, this is what I look at, and this is how I evaluate just because I had to as a defender. Watch the suddenness, right? He knows he's got to go to the opposite numbers. You can't have the same motion right here. Watch the hips drop a little bit right there. He squats, and
Yeah.
then look at that, right?
Hmm.
Listen, right? Where's it at? Right on the outside of the numbers.
Yeah.
Right. So when you got to really hammer down, probably right. It's in between the numbers and the sidelines right there. And where's the ball placement? Where the defender, if you have good coverage, or where the offensive player, even if you have good coverage right there, and the corner dropped off, it's a little bit of a communication. But look what he did right there. He's reading the defenders, right? He's reading that
Hmm.
outside, really, because that corner it is supposed to drop off. Once that corner turns his numbers to the inside, right? He
Hmm.
knows he's going on the out route because number one, he knows his arm strength. He can throw the guy open. Number two, the receiver, who's a pretty good receiver, is going to be open. But I like that throw though.
Puts
Oh,
it
I
right
mean,
on the face mask, it looks like.
this is the best. This is the best one of the day. Watch this. Drop the hips, hammer.
Hmm.
I like it. I like it. That's when you. That's a big boy throw right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, I like that right there. That'll get a coach's attention. Now, granted, we're not showing any negative play.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not showing the play that he throws it, maybe goes up there into the hot dog stand. But listen,
Yeah.
this right here is a big time throw. You're on the opposite hash, right? Right, even outside the opposite hash, and you're throwing it all the way to pretty much the sideline. Yeah, I mean that's a big boy throw right there.
Yeah, another big boy throw. I was excited to show you and put this in here was this throw right here. It might not show off the arm strength like the previous play did, but he stands tall and he delivers an accurate ball on the face mask of his receiver, and then he takes a massive shot. But he
Yeah,
did not go anywhere. He stood tall and he delivered this pass. It was really impressive. I really love this play.
yeah. The ultimate equalizer for any quarterback is getting hit.
Yeah.
But you like a guy to stand tall and be big in that pocket, and they used to say, does he own the pocket, right? And look, it was actually decent protection, but I think this is a pretty good player right here. I think coming through there was able kind of to slip through the cracks right there,
Hmm.
and look how he stood up there, right? Takes a big hit.
I mean, he got drilled. He
Yeah,
did.
but look at the
Yeah.
accuracy though.
Oh yeah.
On the hand on it where the offensive player can catch it. And what does he do? He throws it on time, on target, where he's able to get run after the catch, right? Under duress. You're not going to get a perfect pass generally out of when you're under duress, but you got to make it a catchable ball, and then also make it to where the receiver is able to do something after. Look at that right there,
Hmm.
right? Was it 5, 10 yards after catch, right?
Yeah.
That's what you would. I'm assuming when they're grading quarterbacks, they're looking at what you can do, obviously potentially, and we just saw that in another play. Let's see what you do when you're under duress when it's not perfect. Everybody can play any sport when it's perfect. Let's see what you do when it's not perfect.
For sure. And yeah, I mean, I just love that, just standing tall in the pocket. And another thing I was thinking about was what is his mobility like? What is TJ Lateef what can he do with his legs? I don't think he's gonna wow you I think he's a pocket passer. I think he's gonna make his hay, through the air with his arm, but he can move. He's got some mobility to him. I thought that this play right here kind of was a really good example of that. He scrambles for a first down and he just kind of keeps his head up and keeps the play alive and is a gamer in there in that pocket. I was really impressed with this play as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to just be efficient in your body movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, everybody thinks of dual threat quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, right here. He's already he's already in my good graces right there because guess what he did? He gave him the dead leg. This move right here, the dead leg withstood the test of time. Watch this dead leg right here.
Right there. Yeah.
Gave him the dead leg, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, that's athletic ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set him up and in provision, right? He still has his eyes downfield, right? Nothing's there. He already knows he's got to run there because he could have actually probably thrown it to the other guy, but he's able to get the first down. Those are the plays that kill you on defense, right? You got him
Yeah.
corralled, you got the numbers, right? Escapability, good spin move, good ball security, dead leg, turn the corner. See you later. Holla at a play when you see him in the street. So I mean, I like what he's able to do right here, showing you everything, and that's what you want as a recruit, right? In provision, good spin, right? You've seen guys spin and lose the ball, good ball security. Still had his eyes up the field,
Yeah.
which allowed him to see the defender, right? Watch when he spins right here, right? Allows him
Boom.
dead leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of here. And I'm sure if they over there clowning that defender on the
Yeah.
sidelines, but we gotta watch it one more time. Watch this.
It
Spin,
almost hurts my knees watching
no,
him
watch
like
it spin, dead leg,
yeah.
right? And then I like that right there. So he's got sneaky athletic ability and he's got some speed there. So, and you just assume with the way that the wait staff is done with everybody, he's going to get bigger, faster, and stronger.
Speaking about keeping his eyes up for this final play, this sixth and final play, he gets through a pass rush. One gets through the B gap, I think, right here. Steps up in the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, and finds the shallow crosser here.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want right here. I like it where you kind of good ball security, and then you got to take what you can get, right? And you're only able to make this play if your eyes are downfield, right?
Yeah.
Right. Good ball security. This is a drill that they use. A lot of times you see it with the broom or some sort of stick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ball security, raise the ball with your eyes up right here. Watch this right here. This is a really good, teaching tape right here. And I just only see it just because I see quarterbacks doing this all the time in like NFL training camps, right? Step up, avoid it, slide step, right? Still have your eyes up field, right? Eat up the pocket, right? Climb in the pocket, like they like to say in the scouting departments and all that stuff. Then he knows he can't get any more out of it, right? And while he's looking downfield, and when he's running horizontally like that, it draws the defender up there. What does it do? He drew the defender up and then he dumped it off to the receiver. Now it's allowing them to get essentially a 15-yard play when it could have very been a 5 or 6 yard 5 or 6, maybe 10-yard sack right here. Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He knows he can throw it to the guy right there. Good job by the receiver. You draw the defender up there right before so he can't hit you. And this is when you go horizontally. He's right. You're going right down the line, right? You see this a lot of quarterbacks. They work this all the time. So everything that you're seeing him do, he's been coached both in the season and in the offseason, I'm sure, with a quarterback coach. So it makes his transition a little bit easier into a practice setting with a former NFL quarterback coach or a quarterback coach or into a quarterback competitive or competition where he's able to, get off the plane maybe as an early enrollee and function pretty well as a quarterback. So, he's just like everybody else we talked about from obviously Dylan Raiola is obviously next level, and then Daniel Kalen, and then obviously Lateef and obviously Heinrich Harburg they got all the potential in the world. They, if I'm a quarterback coach, I'm excited about them. I think I think by the time he arrives in campus, I'm almost willing to bet that he will be a half an inch to an inch taller. I just think looking at his frame and just, his age and all that other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here and playing the, genetic police or anything, but I think he's going to be taller. I think he's going to get bigger. I think his arm strength is there. I like the way that he plays as far as suddenness. He, look, all these guys from Dylan Raiola for sure, Daniel Kalen, and this young man, Lateef. I think they've done a really good job of not perfecting, but really having good fundamentals, which allows their talent to just jump off the tape. And so, it's a good get for Nebraska. It's a great look. Anytime you can get a quarterback with this potential, and he can get better. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
But in those 6 plays, he showcased everything you want out of a big time recruit.
And Dylan Raiola is obviously going to help out with this too. But now that Lateef is in the class, the quarterback is in the class, that's going to help with recruiting for the rest of the class and the 26
Sure.
and 27 and all that on. So, it's really good get by Nebraska. I think they surprised somebody with the level of caliber of quarterback recruit that they got to come in after Rhule and that whole show and everything. So, I think it's a really good get for Glenn Thomas, Marcus Satterfield, Matt Rhule, everybody on the offensive staff. So, Jay, good stuff as always. Learned
Yeah,
a
man.
lot. Feel like every time I watch something with you, I learn something. So that's awesome. But yeah, so Jay Foreman, Steve Marik, and that was a Black Shirt Breakdown, TJ Lateef style. Catch y'all later.